Hello, everybody. We have a very cool study today. Black has two connected pawns, both one step away from promotion. But of course, to counter that, we have two rooks, and they are brave and they're going to do the job for white to win this. But as always, there's only one variation for white that leads to a victory here. So, and it's also, as usual, white to move. So, with that information, I think you can take a look at this on your own time by pausing the video now and see if you can solve and see the full variation where white wins in the end. Go ahead. And here we go. Okay, so let's just settle this. If we grab this pawn here, black will promote the other one to a queen, and he will have a queen versus two rooks, which is a clear draw. There's nothing really we can do. We need to move our rook here to protect the other one, or perhaps here. If we do something stupid like checking, black will move the king with the discovered check, as you see, and then it will grab this rook on a2, and we will lose instead. So we're not going to do that. And we're not going to take this, because we don't want a draw, we want a victory. So how do we do it? Well, if we check with this rook, we will just let black out with the king. c5, b5 doesn't really matter. Now he's out of the trap. The king is free, and we will have to just take one pawn, perhaps. But this one is really losing because he will again get a queen with a check and take the rook. So, no, this is not good. We perhaps can do some perpetual checks here, something like that. But no, it's not good enough. No, the king has to stay on the sixth rank. And to do that, we are moving our rook to a5. This rook from the h5 to the a5 square in order to threaten checkmate, like this. So we are ignoring these pawns, which is the only way we can approach this. We have to ignore them and instead focusing on checkmating the black king. Now, you see, of course, there's only one move for black to get away from this threat, and that's moving out the king out to c6. So when the check comes, he can escape to d7. And we don't have to pause here. We can give you the correct move again straight away because we are not allowing the black king to escape. So we have to use our king to keep the momentum on and still threatening the checkmate up here. If black now promotes to a queen, well, he can do that. We will give a check anyway. He's forced to bring the queen between, and we can just exchange, grab the pawn, and of course we are winning this. So he's not going to do that. Instead, he will continue to move the king away. If he goes back, that's checkmate still, rook a6 in one. So he's just trying to escape with the king. All right, so again, he's threatening to get away. We will do the same thing. We keep on pushing by playing king d8. This looks like an eternal game, but it's really not. Now black has two options, to go back or to go to e6 to get away from the checkmate. If he goes to c6, can you see how white wins this? Now you can pause the video again if you want to and give it a go. Okay, here we go. So we have to keep the momentum, and we do that by playing rook c8 check. First, see what happens if it goes to d6. Then we will get the other rook to c5, threatening a checkmate here. He will have to escape. We will do the same, continue with our king, but now we move the rooks closer. So he will have to do this again. And this will be leading to a checkmate like this. g5 check, h7, otherwise there will be a checkmate right away. And now we can do different things here to win this. Rook c2, threatening a checkmate could be a good one. Something like this. And just move away, and this will be a checkmate, the next move. Okay. So after the check, if he attacks our rook with playing the king to b6, then we can safely just catch this one. If he promotes, we can check the king from behind, and we're going to get the other pawn, which is now a queen as well, and this is winning, of course. And if he plays king b7, uh, stopping our plans to check the king from behind, well, then we have to play like this. The only move winning right now for white is rook b5 check. We are getting away the focus from the A pawn and focusing on the B pawn. King can come to two different places. If it goes here, then we can safely just take this and again check from behind. So it's an easy win. If he plays the king to a7, this is interesting. We can go back and check, but that won't give us anything. So instead, there's only one move here that wins for white. All other moves leads to a draw. Can you find it? Here it comes. King c7. Brilliant move. It's threatening checkmate right away, so he cannot promote this pawn. And if he moves the king to prevent it, well, it's the same. We're just going to grab this. We're going to checkmate up here. And if it protects there, then we have a checkmate here. And again, after we play king c7, if he then instead promotes here to stop the checkmate on a5, well, it's still checkmate in two moves like this. Oh, sorry, that was one step too far. Rook b7 and follow up with the checkmate. Beautiful. Okay, so now we covered what happened. Now, what happened here if he goes back to c6? So instead, he will go to e6 and again trying to escape on f7. Now we cannot continue with our king because then there's too much space on this queen flank, so he will just go back and we will not coming anywhere. We have to do something else here. So again, if you want to pause the video and find the winning solution from this position, go ahead. And here we go. Well, as we said before, we're just gonna skip focusing on these. We're gonna go for the checkmate. Check here, force move, king f7, follow up with another check on f5. He will most probably go to g7, so he wants to stop the rook from coming here, otherwise he will be losing a lot quicker. And again, there's only one move for white that wins from this position. Can you see it? Pause the video again if you want to. All right, here we go. We continue with checking on g5. Now, if it comes down to f8 or h8, then of course we're going to checkmate either here or here with this rook. So it's going to keep on the 7th rank. If it goes here, then we have a checkmate in two moves from here. And it goes like this. We play this rook to g6, and there's nothing he can do now to prevent next move rook to f6 with a checkmate. Beautiful, huh? So black will instead go to h7, and as you see, we don't care about these pawns at all. How do we win this quickly? Well, we can have some different moves. Now we can actually grab this also if we want to, because if he promotes, then we will have a checkmate up here. But as we want to do it in a more fashionable way and quicker way also, we will not grab it. We will instead stop on a3. Of course, this is not going this direction, so we cannot take it. Now we are threatening a checkmate here. The only thing black can do to escape that is to attack this rook, which we will put somewhere, perhaps here. And again, doesn't matter what you do with these two pawns now, it's going to be checkmated on h3 in the next move. So all the way, the full variation, really, we are just ignoring these two pawns, but we have to be aggressive, really checking and advancing, threatening checkmate all the time. Otherwise, if we give black one tempo move, then he will use it to promote to a queen and save a draw. All right, so that was the full variation. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.